Welcome to Bouncing Back. My name is Abiola Crown, and I want to thank you very much, all my subscribers and those who have been asking me, when are you going to start again your stories? When are you going to talk to her? Thank you very much. You know, these days I take my time and I'm just taking things easy because, you know, I want to be alive when my children are doing something very good. I want the Lord to preserve me to just be alive and enjoy the fruit of my labor. So I'm being very mindful about my health and what I do to keep me alive. But anyway, I'm back again. We're just together, we'll keep sharing. Now, let me ask you, have you ever been in a situation in life when you feel so hot and in such a pain, and it looks as if your world is over? You know, you smile outside, but deep inside you, you feel pain and you feel crushed. That is what trauma does. Trauma makes you to feel so wounded to the core of your being that makes you feel as if everything is over. Trauma always comes, you know, with a kind of a feeling that is so painful, and you don't, it makes you feel as if there is no way out again and things can never be the same. And this trauma comes in different ways. It comes from, you know, those people who have been victims of domestic abuse, domestic violence, family crisis. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. It comes from losses, even from betrayals, or even sudden life change. So many things. It still lead us, you know, to make you feel as if an end had come. But the truth is that while trauma may have the ability to change, trauma changes our story, but it doesn't have to end your story. You are the only one that can determine what the end of the story is all about. So today, I want to share with us 3 keys from some of my own experiences that can help you to navigate trauma and be a triumphant, you know, survivor from it. Number 1, acknowledge the pain. Pain is real. You have to acknowledge it. Healing begins with honesty. You know, many times we go about bottling it, just, you know, everything is okay. We don't want to share it. For me, for 10 years, I was going through a very abusive relationship, but you can't make me talk. You say, it is well. The people that could help me, I was not ready to talk with them for different reasons. That is not for today. I know that you are going through pain, and many times I'm not blaming you, because especially the world we have today, who do you really want to talk to that you can trust? By the time you go for counseling, already your story is on the pulpit. Somebody will say they are praying for you. I mean, will say friend. Who is a friend? A friend is somebody that, you know, can see your nakedness and will still love you and will still respect you. A friend is somebody who is with you in your time of change, and his disposition does not change towards you. You don't lose his respect, or you don't lose our respect. But how many of them do we have today? But still, in spite of this, you should be able to, you know, acknowledge that you have pain. And this first, even before God. You know, God says in the book of Psalms, Psalm 34, verse 18, he said that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in the spirit. That means God himself identifies that there are people whose hearts are broken. And he also knows there are people who have, you know, who are crushed. They have been wounded. They are going through pain in their hearts. And he says he saves them. That tells me that situation is not meant to sink you. There is a God who is mindful of your position, of your situation, and is there to save you and to get you out of it. So why don't you turn to him? And say, God, Father, you know, this is the way I feel. and I need you to help me. I was in that kind of a situation in my life when I have to sit down, me and God. I said, Father, you know, now I'm on the floor. The mockers are mocking me. I'm not ashamed to say this is me and you. And I said it and I finished and I rose up. I say, but your word says, when men are cast down, there is a lifting up. And I stood up. I rose up. Since that day I rose up, I'm still up, never to go down again. And I said, you too, you can rise up. Number 2, you should begin to rebuild with faith and with support. We have to just, drama does not, it comes with the end, with the goal to close you down. But with God on your side, you will not allow him to close you down. The Bible says he gives beauty for ashes, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. There is a garment of praise that is waiting for you at the end of that spirit of heaviness. There is a beauty that has been prepared for you to replace that ashes, but you have to stand up and begin to trust. Begin to believe the word of the one that says, at the end of these ashes, there is another garment that has been prepared for me, and I'm working towards it. And that you will do with support. You look for support. It can be your church group, your faith group, and it can be with a therapist. It can be looking for people like you. I know that these days you have to be very diligent to know, but yes, there are trustworthy, there are non-judgmental people. Even though, other people may isolate you, stigmatize you, move away from those who are tolerating you, who are pointing out only your errors, who are telling you what you can do and what you cannot do. Live an environment where they place a limit upon your life, and look for where you can be supported to move on in life. I can never forget the contributors and the lifting voices of people that God has placed over me. One of such people said, the end of a marriage does not mean the end of life. It's not the end of destiny. It said a failure in a marriage is not a failure in destiny. That I cannot forget. The other one says, we can never underestimate what God can do even through a woman. Go on and move on. God will help you. This is the kind of one I need. Yes, some other people of the same equal position told me, you will go to hell. Move away from those who are judging you, who are condemning you. Build your faith. Move around environments where you are celebrated, people who want to work with you to get the beauty that is behind the ashes. There is a beauty behind those ashes. There is a garment of praise behind those spirits of heaviness. It will take a rebuilding, and it will take faith to do it, and you can look forward to it. You take little step by engaging in new skills. I have to learn how to do so many things. After I find myself in my situation, but it has all worked out for my good today. It may even mean that you have to change your career altogether and go back to school. Whatever way it will be, start a period of rebuilding. And lastly, you should transform your pain into purpose. The Bible says in the book of Romans, it says, and we know that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. God works things. All things are not good, but God has the ability of working all things out for your good. Joseph went through betrayal and hatred or whatsoever from his brethren, his very own brethren, to the pit, from pit to Potiphar's house, to the prison. But yet, without all those things, there would have been no palace. So, at the end, he said, you meant it for evil, but God worked it out for my good. You should begin to take little steps. Make up your mind. This thing is not meant to sink me. He said, when you walk through the fire, it will not drown you. When you pass through the water, the fire will not burn you. When you pass through the water, it will not drown you. So it's not meant to sink you, and you will not allow those circumstances to sink you. It's good to grieve. It's good to whatever, but rise up from your pain. It's time to heal. There is a point you just have to stand up and be healed. And this is the time for you to stand up and demonstrate the strength of God, because God is on your side and there are so many other supportive systems for you. It's time to heal. We don't care your level. By the grace of God, we are happy to walk with you, because many of us, we have been there. We cannot judge you. We will walk with you until you get to your flourishing stage. So don't forget, acknowledge the pain and build with faith, and also transform your pain into purpose. This is the end of my broadcast today. Please, if you know any, let me know which of these, keys has blessed you most. You can write it in the comments and share your story. When you share your story with others, you are encouraging them. Together, we are working together to provide solutions for the wounded, to heal the broken hearts. Don't forget, no matter how deep you fall, you can always bounce back, wiser, stronger, and better. I'll see you again very soon.